Crisp, refreshing, and a staple in salads worldwide, the cucumber might seem like a simple vegetable. But behind that familiar green skin lies an incredible story that stretches back tens of millions of years. It has a journey from a wild tropical vine in Asia to one of the most widely cultivated plants on Earth. This is the incredible evolution of the cucumber. Our story begins somewhere between 30 and 60 million years ago, deep in the humid jungles of South and Southeast Asia. Here, an ancient vine belonging to the Cucurbitaceae family, the same family that would later give us melons, squashes, and gourds, began to evolve small, elongated fruits. This was a clever survival strategy. These early fruits were covered in sharp spines and packed with bitter-tasting compounds, a natural defense designed to keep herbivores away until they ripened. But once ripe, their sweetness attracted animals, which then helped spread their seeds far and wide. This wild ancestor of our modern cucumbers, known scientifically as Cucumis sativus *, was native to the foothills of the Himalayas and the surrounding regions. Early humans living in these areas eventually discovered the plant's hidden potential. The fruit's bitterness came from chemicals called cucurbitacins, but they noticed that some plants naturally produce less of them. Over many generations, people began to selectively harvest and plant seeds from the least bitter cucumbers. This was the very beginning of domestication, a process that likely started around 3,000 years ago in the region we now know as India. From there, cucumbers began their global journey, spreading through ancient trade routes into Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Greece. We see them appear in ancient records. Egyptian hieroglyphs depict cucumbers being offered to the gods, while Greek philosophers describe them as refreshing and cooling foods, perfect for the Mediterranean climate. By the time cucumbers reached ancient Rome, they were already a symbol of both luxury and health. The Roman Emperor Tiberius was famously obsessed with cucumbers. He loved them so much that his gardeners created the first-ever greenhouse-like structures using transparent stone panels to allow them to grow cucumbers for him year-round. This incredible feat of early agricultural innovation shows just how deeply valued the cucumber had become. As trade expanded, cucumbers made their way along the Silk Road, finally reaching China around the 2nd century BCE. There they were quickly adopted into local agriculture and cuisine, further diversifying into new and exciting varieties. Across Asia, farmers began developing thinner-skinned, longer, and sweeter cucumbers, each one tailored to suit different climates and local tastes. During the Middle Ages, cucumbers had spread across Europe and into North Africa. They were particularly prized in Mediterranean regions for their ability to thrive in hot weather. However, in the colder climates of Northern Europe, the early cucumbers struggled to grow. It wasn't until selective breeding produced hardier varieties that they became more common. By the 16th century, cucumbers crossed the Atlantic with European explorers, finally taking root in a new world and beginning their American story. Over time, cultivation techniques evolved right alongside the plant itself. Farmers carefully selected for traits like a uniform green color, a milder taste, and fewer spines, all characteristics that make cucumbers much more pleasant to eat raw. Meanwhile, in colder regions where fresh produce was scarce in winter, people discovered a new way to enjoy them: pickling. By preserving cucumbers in brine, they created one of the most iconic and beloved food items in history, the pickle. Scientifically, the cucumber's global success can be credited to its genetic plasticity, its amazing ability to rapidly adapt to new environments and selective pressures. Modern genomic studies have revealed that the cucumber genome contains unique mutations responsible for its long shape, smooth skin, and that satisfyingly crisp texture we all know and love. Plant breeders have used this genetic knowledge to create the modern cultivars we see today, optimizing them for greenhouse growth, pest resistance, and the durability needed for long-distance transport. Today, cucumbers are cultivated in more than 150 countries, ranking among the top 5 most produced vegetables worldwide, and the variety is astounding. There are long, seedless English cucumbers, small, crunchy Persian cucumbers, bumpy Kirby cucumbers perfect for pickling, and even lemon cucumbers, named for their round yellow shape. Each and every variety reflects thousands of years of evolution, shaped by human hands and human preference. What makes the cucumber's journey so remarkable is how it mirrors our own evolution as a species. From early foragers cautiously taming wild, bitter vines to modern scientists meticulously mapping cucumber DNA, this humble fruit has evolved hand in hand with human civilization. That crisp bite connects us directly to the farmers of ancient India, the innovative gardeners of Rome, and the determined traders who carried its precious seeds across entire continents. And while cucumbers may seem simple on the surface, they are actually biological masterpieces. These are plants that develop climbing tendrils to reach for the sun, adaptive flowering cycles to thrive in different seasons, and a fruit structure perfectly designed for seed dispersal. Their evolution beautifully showcases the power of coevolution, where humans and plants influence each other's destinies in a delicate dance that has lasted for millennia. So, from a wild bitter vine in a primeval forest, to the juicy, refreshing vegetable in your salad today, the cucumber story is one of transformation, adaptation, and incredible survival. It is not just a tale of a plant's evolution, it is a living testament to the deep and enduring bond between nature and humanity. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the history of the cucumber. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories behind the food we eat every day. See you in the next one.